Alright, 60-second summary for the new Scovillain EX deck that on paper seems like it should be amazing, able to one-shot every Pokemon in the game for 2 energy, but in reality that's a Herculean task no mortal can successfully pull off. When I say I tried to make Scovillain EX work, you can trust me on that one. I tried it with Centiskorch, Emolga, Froslass, and even Gengar. You can find all the lists in the description if you want to experience the disappointment yourself, but Scovillain only having 260 hit points down to around 200 when he can finally take a KO is a huge problem. Still, the card is decent enough. It hits for both fire and grass weakness, meaning grass, metal, and many dark decks are at your mercy. And Spicy Rage is able to deal massive damage, you just can't expect Scovillain to survive another turn. There isn't just one thing wrong with Scovillain. You have to activate Magma Basin to get energy and damage counters on it, but it's only 2 counters at a time. So you need alternate self-damage. Froslass is good, though it runs wild and can be detrimental in the long run. Centiskorch is decent, but it's another stage 1 you have to get up and running, and I always have trouble getting it up. Then there's Damage Pump. You have to rely on Damage Pump once or twice per duel, and if it isn't used perfectly, you lose. Ultimately, Scovillain EX is a C tier or maybe even D tier deck that will fade into obscurity. Magma Basin and Damage Pump rotate in March, meaning you only have a few months left to try and get spicy. I was going to say that Charizard's a rough matchup, but this is a pretty good start for us. Okay, so let's just, I think we just ship the entire hand. This is not, well, if we had 2 Snorunt, this would be great. But guess what? We don't have 2 Snorunt. That would make too much freaking sense. Okay, we're going to Earthen Vessel. I need to go for the dude. I need to go for Squawkabilly as much as I don't want to. Okay, we don't want to get Fezandipiti. I don't think I want Mew. I think we just want to limit our 2 prize liabilities, our 2 prize Squawkabilities. I can always get Cleffa with a Poffin if I need it. But Magma Basin's going to be super important. It would just be super nice if we had a Fire-type freaking stupid butt-faced Capsakid. Then I could do the build-up early. Alright, so end turn. We have the Froslass, but we don't have anything else, so I have to Buddy-Buddy Poffin. It's got, oh, it's a cape. It's a bib and a bonnet. It's got a bib and a bonnet. But this is the problem. Well, this is one of like 6 different things I can say is wrong with Scovillain, is that the Capsakid's not a fire type. It should at least be, we should have 1 Capsakid out of the like 5 different Capsakids that when this Pokemon is in play, it is also a fire type. Scovillain does that, so why not Capsakid? And I think we have a baby Scovillain that does a thing. Are you a Hitmonlee because your body is kicking? Okay, alright. And the other issue is that it takes you about 2 or 3 turns to get it up and running here. And Capsakid is pure grass. Yeah, but it could have the ability, right? It could have the ability. Wait, what? They're playing Gravity Mountain in Charizard? Alright, that's interesting. You know, the Squawkabilly, I'm regretting that decision now. We have the Magma Basin, that's really good. So this could... Everything is lined up for me to win this game, except for the fact that we don't have any playable cards. You know, if we had a Scovillain, I could start putting damage on my Scovillain, but guess what we don't have right now? Alright, so Gravity Mountain doesn't really help me or hurt me. I think I just go energy on the Capsakid. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to do with the... I guess we do put the Magma Basin into play just to draw the extra card, but you're seeing the issue that happens all the time with my freaking Scovillain deck, is that you need to find Scovillain to use it with Froslass. You need to find Scovillain to use it with Magma Basin. You know, you look at cards like Charizard EX and Dragapult EX. These are amazing stage 2 Pokemon. And like they didn't improve. Like it's like they got scared, like, oh man, we made Charizard and Dragapult too powerful, we gotta scale it back. And then so they gave us something like Scovillain that just doesn't have any tools to make it better. But like Charizard can do 330 damage for 2 energy, and it powers itself up. So it's like, you get a Charizard into play, you can do 330 damage, you have that possibility. With Scovillain, you get the Scovillain in play, it has 0 energy and can do 10 damage. You have to work super hard just to get anywhere with it. All right, well, they don't have any Duskull or anything, so that's... Hey, we got a Scovillain. No, Hydreigon was not... Hydreigon is not on the same level as Charizard and Dragapult. I can tell you that much for sure. Okay, so... I really wish we didn't have a Squawkabilly in play. I mean, I can't motivate. There's a small chance that I can take a knockout this turn. Okay, like it's very, very slim. I think we promote the Froslass in case I get a Rescue Board. Was this the game where I used Rescue Board? No, that was the previous game where I got absolutely bodied by a Terapagos deck. Okay, so there's a very slight chancey that we can do this. I'm going to Magma Base into my Scovillain. I mean, I think I can do it, right? I do want to check the deck to be safe. This is why you get punished for not checking your deck. Okay, so do we have Damage Pump and do we have Rescue Board? We have both. All right, I think I just go for it then. We go Arven for Damage Pump and Rescue Board. Damage Pump, Rescue Board. The Charizard will eventually die, assuming they don't find a Tauros scenario. It will die to Froslass Ping, so we can't lose the Froslass. That would be mighty bad. Oh, wait, because we're a Grass type. We hit him for weakness. I didn't need to put so much damage on it. I forgot that Scovillain's a dual type. And that Charizard's weak to Grass, because I was talking about all that Fire type stuff. Scovillain is goated, baby. Scovillain's unbeatable. All right, so Charizard's a good matchup. How many damage counters does Scovillain need to knock out a Charizard EX? Okay, so we're doing this for weakness, so I guess I only need 3, right? Because it'd be, yeah, 150. Oh, thank you. Yes, go for my Squawkabilly. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just don't put a Duskull down. Yeah, that's totally, just don't put a Duskull down and I win the game. Easy. So I think you need 3 on Scovillain, right? Because 150 would be 300. So if you put 2 damage counters on Scovillain, that's 150 times 2 is 300. So you need 3 unless you can, you know, rely on Froslass Pings. But I think, oh my god, PDCGL, figure out your business. So wait, is Charizard like the only positive matchup for Scovillain? Our Chaladon is not great because our Chaladon removes its weakness. But our Chaladon also doesn't one-shot a Scovillain. I did play against our Chaladon in my much testing. Or 2 with Gravity Mountain. Yeah, if I hadn't bumped their Gravity Mountain. Uh-oh. So, our Chaladon does 220. So if you just manually attach with Scovillain and don't use Magma Basin or anything, then they have to put 220 damage on your Scovillain, and then you're doing 1600 damage. Uh-oh. Okay, but they're for sure... Are they just stalling? Is that all you're doing? Oh my god, we win! We just beat off a Charizard deck! With Scovillain. We're facing off against the best deck in the format right now, and we're winning. Alright, so we put this guy down, right? No. Yes? No. No. We don't do that. We're not stupid. We're very smart. We're a smarty pants here. Our pants are very smart. Because we're going to build up damage on the other Scovillain. We're going to attach to this guy. I think I knock out the Pidgeot, right? The Pidgeot makes more sense. We just go for the Pidgeot. And then we get some Spicy Rage. Alright, they can very easily make a comeback here, though, right? That's the problem with Scovillain. It's like, I'm winning 5-2, but even now things feel a little sketchy. Right, because they can just use Radiant Zard to knock out my dude, but if they don't affect my hand, I do have game on board on their Rotom. Right, because that'll be 150, so I have game against Rotom, busted Terra Orb, the card that should be like a tier 1 card. If this said EX Pokemon, Terra Orb is goated, but it's because it says Terra. Right, it's the fact that it says Terra, so that really narrows it down. If it was just like Cherish Ball, which got you any GX Pokemon for free, that'd be great. But it's Terra, so it's like, yeah, maybe 1 copy of Terra Orb in Dragapult or Zard just to have it. Too little, too late there, Duskull. Alright, I don't even need the weakness. I just need the bosses. They haven't played a supporter yet, but that's why we went for the Pidgeot. It makes their life more difficult. You're not going to find anything that you need. That's terrible. You're not going to... Yeah, Terra Orb's a terrible card. Never made that joke before. So apparently, if you're playing Scovillain, okay, that's fine. That's your supporter. That's GG. Okay, wrong card, but that's fine. wrong way of doing things. As much as I want to knock out this Zard, well, I guess I can if I top deck a Magma Basin, so I will promote the Froslass. Just in case we top deck a Magma Basin or a Damage Pump. Because I wanna knock out this stupid Zard. I hate its face. Well, we might get there. This is not a BM, okay? I'm not taking a massive BM on my opponent. They don't know that I have it. You know, I could just be digging. Oh, we got both, baby. All right, we're knocking out that Zard. How much? Okay, don't concede. Don't concede. They don't. I'm not going to show them the bosses. Okay, we're going to see how much damage we can do. Okay, and then we're gonna flash this bosses. We're gonna flash them so hard. Bosses, how much damage? 860. Get out of here. Get out of here. That was only 6 damage counters. I could have done like 5,000 damage if I had a hero's cape. So through all of my hours of testing plus my, 30 minutes of stream games, this is the best Scovillain has looked, and that's kind of because the Charizard deck bricked for a little bit, but I think we win that one no matter what, because Scovillain is the best fire-type Pokemon in the entire Pokemon TCG. This should be a victory for us. Okay, we have Magma Basin. I can Magma Basin to the Zard, which is actually really good right now. How many Froslass did we prize? Just the one. Okay, so we will put the Snorunt down. I really like having the Radiant Charizard because it allows us to get some damage into play early. I go attach to you, and then just squawk and squeeze. 16 months, that's like half a year. Okay. And then Radiant Zard. This is about as good of a start as you can have with this deck, okay? And it's still kind of subpar. And the reason I didn't retreat the Squawkabilly is, A, I want to be able to use Magma Basin, and and B, that's fine. I don't think a deck that plays Dusknoir is going to be able to do much turn 1, right? Right, they're playing Palkia, so is this just Palkia, Area 0, Dusknoir? Dusknoir is kind of a big problem for Scovillain, because at a certain point, with all the Froslass pings, your Scovillain's just, gonna have 130 hit points left. Like, okay, that's fine. I play cards. I play Pokemon cards. That's not, that's not the best thing for me, but I do play Pokemon cards. But like, the term that came to mind was Glass Cannon. I don't think this is a Glass Cannon because, a Glass Cannon, you don't have to spend 3 turns building up. A Glass Cannon, you just, you shoot it, and it goes boom, within a few seconds. So I'm very familiar with things like that. Jetty, okay, family friendly. No one if this makes it in the YouTube video, do not read Jetty's comment. I will get them out of here. This is family friendly. All you kids, the targeted ads for kids, they get me the most money. Glass Cannon is what a Azumarill is. I hesitate to say that a single prize deck is a Glass Cannon. To me, a deck that does 230 damage for 1 energy on a single prizer, that's just a good deck. Right? I wouldn't consider that a Glass Cannon. That's just, like, good. Right? I'd consider that good. All right, Pokestop, you've never failed me before, so you will help me out here. You son of a... Okay, well, we did prize a Froslass, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I think we just go Capsakid, Magma Basin. I don't have an energy in the discard pile. Worst case scenario. No, I think we just gotta let it ride here. We gotta believe in the fart of the cards here. Ceruledge is more like a Glass Cannon? No, I don't agree with that. The reason I don't agree with that is because Ceruledge doesn't need to have 6 damage counters on it to do anything meaningful. Ceruledge just, does its own thing and is happy about it. Oh, good God, what do we do here? So if they get a Radiant Greninja, do I just kind of lose? Because God, I don't want to lose a Magma Basin, but I think I have to. All right, let's go for Scovillain, because I want to be able to protect against a thingy thing from happening. So we go Magma Basin on the Scovillain, Prime Catcher the Squawkabilly, and then just hope they don't have a way to save the Squawkabilly at any point. Or no, I think this is a knockout with the Froslass ping. Yeah, this is a knockout with the Froslass ping, so that's okay. They don't get to activate Fezandipiti, because that was during Pokemon Checkup, right? We got TM Evolution. Yeah, during Checkup, so that doesn't count for Fezandipiti. I am building up the damage counters. The problem is that I'm down to 1 Magma Basin. Right? So they'll definitely bump this Magma Basin this turn. Though it looks like they're just playing, you know, a typical Palkia Dusknoir deck. And once they start popping Dusknoirs, that's okay. The problem is they'll just, you know, pop a Squawkabilly. They'll pop a Squawk. And they'll Dusknoir the Squawkabilly for 2 prizes. We have to go super fast here. If they somehow don't take a KO this turn, we're in business. They're gonna do the thing. Okay, so the Scovillain's getting knocked out. If they don't bump my Magma Basin, we can KO the Palkia. The problem with that line of play is that, you know, they can just Dusknoir a Squawkabilly. Okay, we got Mela. If they bump the Magma Basin, we actually have a chancey here. And the Palkia is gonna get hit by damage counter pings. Not that it really matters. You'd need kind of 2 Froslass before stuff like that starts to worry. Well, they're gonna retreat the Duskull or Dusclops it. That's cool. Love it. Love it for you. Love that for you. The good news is I have Radiant Charizard waiting in the wings. The reason I play Radiant Charizard over Radiant Heatran in the majority of my Scovillain decks is that this can attack for a single energy, and Radiant Heatran needs 3. So yes, Radiant Heatran is the better overall attacker, and it fits the, you know, the mold of this deck, but 250 for 1 energy is pretty good, especially when you pair it with Froslass, because you can soften up things like Palkia VStar. You can't soften up freaking Ceruledge. But, you know, we're in a decent enough position. I know I got Boss's Hors d'oeuvres. We're both down our Prime Catchers. Oh! Okay, that's what I was hoping you were gonna do. Well, I mean, that was when I had Boss's orders, and now I don't have Boss's orders, so that's less good. Okay. Are they going for Froslass? They're going for Froslass. Okay. Froslass and Capsakid. Okie dokie. Things have escalated. Alright, I need to go get Fezandipiti. That's cool. Okay, so we go get Fezandipiti. What's our... Do we have the last Magma Basin? We have a Magma Basin. We have 2 damage pumps. I do think I need Boss's Hors d'oeuvres here. We have 2 bosses. I can't really risk a Pokestop in this situation. We just gotta go for Fezandipiti, and if I don't Fezandipiti's nuts, then is it a Radiant Charizard play? That's not great. Okay, so we can still Mela. That's okay. I think we... So the Zard needs 3 energy. That's okay. We can do that. Oh wait, did I play a supporter? No, I didn't. Wait, I don't have an energy in the discard pile? That's crazy. Okay, so I think then I have to do this. Right, we retreat the Scovillain. We go into this guy. We will... I have to Mela and attach, right? Yes, we have to attach and Mela to the active. We got a switch. That's super helpful. In opposite world... Okay, and then we attach to this one. You know, the good news for them knocking out my Squawkabilly, or knocking out my Froslass, is that my Squawkabilly is not going to get knocked out by a Dusknoir now. Like, I understand the reasoning for going after a Froslass is because it makes it that my Radiant Charizard can't knock out their Palkia, but it also prevents them from using Dusknoir to knock out my Squawkabilly. And I think if they were more well-versed in the Scovillain matchup, they might have just done that, but they can also do some other things. But they can also just go Dusclops my Squawkabilly, Dusknoir my Squawkabilly, and then counter catcher my Scovillain or my Squawkabilly or Fezandipiti or whatever and win the game. So that's another thing that, okay, they would still need counter catcher, but they can win this game by just going Dusclops my Squawkabilly, Dusknoir my Squawkabilly, take 2 prizes, and then catcher up whoever on my bench with either the Ursaluna or the Palkia, and that's GG and I lose. You know, that seems like a very, yeah, like we said yesterday, very healthy meta when you can have 4 prizes remaining and take a very easy 4 prizes. You know, they could even take 5 if they had Briar. You know, you pop the Dusclops, play Briar, knock out the Squawkabilly. You know, they would obviously have to have a Briarable Pokemon. You know, if they're playing Charizard or Dragapult, but it's just like, you can take 5 prizes in a single turn pretty easily. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Oh my god, you just... Okay. Did I just win? Okay, so we have to get Damage Pump. We have to put this guy. Did I win or did I just lose? Because I'm out of Magma Basin. And I'm out of Mela. And their Ursaluna's about to do naughty things to me. Alright, so there's Fezandipiti. I mean, I have to go for it. I can't not do the thing here. And then I guess I have to Night Stretcher the Radiant Zard is how we're going to win this one. So the Radiant Zard is going to be our win condition. So we go Night Stretcher for the Zard. Get that out of the way. So that's our win condition right there. The Scovillain is not. The Rad Zard is. We Arven for Damage Pump and sure. And then we put 1 damage counter from the Squawkabilly onto the Scovillain. Ultra Ball away Nest Ball and TM Evolution. Okay, get the Froslass. Like, we have a decent amount of gas in the deck. Okay, it might be a little difficult to find that last energy. But they can't pop a Dusclops or a Dusknoir right now. And I don't think they can take 3 prizes this turn. You know, because they can't get like another Radiant Greninja. Oh, we have too much energy in our hand. So the way that I win this is Radiant Charizard knocking out literally anybody except the Ursaluna because it has 260 and I don't have a Froslass in play. I think that's the only way that I win. Or they could, you know, accidentally knock out their Dusclops. That'd be pretty sweet. Like, imagine losing to a Scovillain deck, am I right? Imagine that. So they attacked with the Ursaluna. They have to affect my hand. If they don't do that, then it's huge GG's. Have they used their Fezandipiti yet? They have not. But what's their they're down 3 Iono. There's a decent chance they don't have a 4th one in the deck. Right? Because they have Irida in the deck. There's a decent chance they got rid of my Pokestop. That's fine. If they don't affect my... Okay. Okay. Fezandipiti, I have never believed in you so hard, buddy. You know, we still might be able to win. Even if you whiff Fezandipiti. But I believe. All those haters, they don't believe in you. I've believed in you. The bird is the word. The script is the flip. I believe in you, buddy. 2 bosses, easy clap. Damn straight. Never even a doubt. But I could have Iono'd them to 1 and remember that Ursaluna can't do anything the following So salty. You know, you get beat off by 1 fiery plant, 1 spicy plant, And you concede? Yeah, that's what I thought. Imagine looking at this screen. This is just a demoralizing defeat, especially when you have to wear shoes, am I right? I can honestly say that I don't know what I'm facing right now, unless this is an Energy Search Pro build. But then why would you have 2 Darkness Energy? Like, I was thinking this might be an Energy Search Pro build of the deck, but that doesn't really make much sense. Okay, so Magma Basin, I think it makes sense to put it into play. I'd really like to use Earthen Vessel right now, but my hand is just too much gas. And we're playing a single prize build of this deck. And this is a great start for us. We go for the Snorunt. I didn't see no, okay, yeah, this is fine, this is fine. Go get another Capsakid. I didn't see no Radiant Greninja in that deck. And then this is kind of amazing, except for the fact that we don't have any energy in play. But we're going to get some Frostlasses. This should be good. So this version of this version of Scovillain does not play any 2-prize support Pokemon like Mew and Fezandipiti. Oh, there is Energy Search Pro. Okay. I guess maybe they doubled up on some of the energies because they could. But I don't believe in Energy Search Pro. I get the reasoning behind Energy Search Pro and Ceruledge. You can just get 8 energy. But was that only 6? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was only 6. So it's like that was 1 more than a Brilliant Blender. And you had to hurt some of your consistency with the deck to fit in all that other stuff. It's like, oh, you did 1 more than a Brilliant Blender, but you still have to play Research, or you still have to play Ultra Ball and Squawkabilly. And it's like, what Energy Search Pro does, Earthen Vessel already does. And Lucas, thank you for coming. I always appreciate it. And you like and subscribe on every video, right? Every time you watch a Trusted Pilot video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know, I like playing a high risk reward game. You know, if you hit subscribe every time you watch one of my videos, sometimes you'll be subscribed, sometimes you won't be. All right, we kind of got to go for it here. Ceruledge is insane. Energy Search Pro is good in Ceruledge. Don't get me wrong. It's quite good in Ceruledge. It's just that I think Legacy Energy and Brilliant Blender are better. Okay, do I put the Zard down? I mean, how do I not have any energy? What the hell is this? Okay. I can't waste another turn doing nothing, can I? I guess I can knock out that Ceruledge to maybe win the game. Okay, so let's go Ultra Ball. I think we just... Oh, man. I really don't want to be doing this. But I don't have faith in the deck right now. Ceruledge is just too good. Yeah, like, if we had gotten an Earthen Vessel, that would have been a nutso turn. But we didn't get Earthen Vessel. And I just kind of have to take a chancey right now, I think, right? I just have to take a chance and hope for the best here, that they don't go for my Scovillain. Because this is just another major problem with Scovillain, is that it has to be on the bench for Magma Basin to do anything. Alright, I mean, we have double Froslass. If they knock out this Scovillain, you know, it's like, this would just be better if it was just a Radiant Charizard deck, right? Like, Radiant Charizard is so insane right now, because you can just play a Radiant Charizard deck with, like, Froslass or Dusknoir, put in Magma Basin and Counter Gain and Attachment, and when they're down to 4 prizes, you're doing 250 every turn. Walking Plane Wug Trio was more fun for a mill deck. Like, Radiant Charizard does what Scovillain does, but better. And Ceruledge does what Scovillain does, but a million times better. You know, you have to put so much work into Scovillain to do an abysmal amount of damage. I mean, we are in this thing. They do have triple Ceruledge, which is bad for us, but I can keep this going here. I just have to math my way to victory right now. That's it. We math our way to victory, we win the game. Okay, there's Prime Catcher. That'll be good to have, not at this exact moment. Okay, so that'll be 290. Trust your pilot has to do math. Everybody brace everybody, trust your pilot has to do math. Brace yourself. This is gonna get a little crazy here. Okay, so we move. I think we Buddy-Buddy Poffin for the final Capsakid. I have to prematurely do some things here. I have to put the damage on that Capsakid. And then we just go Spicy Rage. We have to knock out this Ceruledge. I can't put another Scovillain into play. This was my reasoning behind playing a single prize, quote unquote, single prize version of Scovillain. Is that you can use Radiant Charizard, but it just feels like I could play a Radiant Charizard deck and do better. Right? Counter gain unlocks so much for Radiant Charizard. You can attack a turn earlier with Radiant Charizard because of counter gain. And that is so cool. Yeah, they can't do 6,900 damage like Scovillain can. They can do like 400 damage, which is quite impressive on its own, but they can't do 6,900. I can do that. Oh, and they even attacked with the one that's damaged. Thank you. All right, so you've taken 4 prizes. I just do the thing. No, I think we do Magma Basin. Yeah, we Magma Basin to the Radiant Charizard. Because then I can damage pump with Arven. So I think I'm being a fart smeller right now. Because this way I don't have to worry about if they hit a Magma Basin. Like if they bump my Magma Basin and I can't find one, then we still have a slight chance of winning. And I think what I do is I don't play with my balls at all. I just set up another Scovillain for game. That's it. Don't play with my balls. You know, that's gotten me in trouble before. I put the Manaphy down just to thin my deck. We TM Evolution. We retreat. And then this way, if they Iono me, we have, you know, we're going to have 3 cards. Some things could go wrong. Okay, this is totally fine. If they decide to Iono this hand, that's fine. I am A-okay with that. Wait, did I forget to change the stream title? It was going to be High Dragon, but then I decided I'm going to force myself to play Scovillain because I hate myself. Okay, there's Briar. Wait, that's fine, right? That's not fine. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Yep, all I needed was Briar, and that's all it is. You know, even when I play my best, it still doesn't work. You know, just let that be a life lesson. Even when you do your best, life can still beat you off. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play it super safe. They are not going to knock out all my cards this turn. They're not going to knock out all of my Pokemon this turn. We're going to get a Centiskorch next turn. Yes, losing the Mela sucks. Losing the damage pump sucks. But they're going to be playing Ceruledge. I'm going to be edging myself super hard, and then we're going to win, okay? And Shiny Ray, yes, it gives you more. Okay, so it's Gholdengo. Oh, this is even... Oh, no, this is bad, because the Centiskorch can just win me the game. No, this is... I refuse. This is a Scovillain deck. The Centiskorch can literally just one-shot a Gholdengo. But no, this is going in the video. I wanted to show off the Centiskorch build. And Astronova. The funny thing is, when you tell... Oh, crap. When you tell people that you took advantage of the infinite money glitch in PTCGL, they honestly have to ask you which one. Because there was more than one. I can tell you right now, they don't know what Centiskorch does. Oh, they have no idea what Centiskorch does. They're about to get Centiskorched. Am I right? Yeah, it's like, which infinite currency glitch did you take advantage of? Because there's been 2. Because the PTCGL devs definitely know what they're doing. Alright, that Gimme Duel is about to get destroyed. That's a busted Nest Ball. The problem here is that I damaged my own Pokemon. And they can just use Dusclops to knock out Capsakid. The Heatran is kind of funny, but I think I need to prioritize these guys right here. And then I think we go attach to the Capsakid, research, hope for a Scovillain. Actually, maybe we don't even need to hope for a Scovillain right now. And let's just go... Huh. Okay, so what do we do here? I need to Ultra Ball. I think we Ultra Ball away the Squawkabilly and the Scovillain. Go get the Centiskorch. Go into the Centiskorch. Take the KO. Let my dudes get hit. There, believe it or not, there is a world where all 3 of my Capsakid get knocked out here. But I think no matter what they do, we will always have a threat. That's why I got rid of the Scovillain and the Squawkabilly, because we have the Night Stretcher. So no matter what they do, we can one-shot their Gholdengo next turn, as long as they don't Iono me. And Outcast did allude or hint that maybe people were banned. Oh wait, no! From PDCGL for the glitch, but I've never heard of anyone. So I think it's okay. I was a little worried because you have to remember that metal Pokemon are both weak to fire and resist grass. But because Gholdengo has 260, when I put 4 damage counters on my Scovillain, that is still enough with the reduction because that 290 becomes 260. So if Gholdengo had 270, Scovillain wouldn't be able to one-shot it. Because I did notice this earlier when I was playing against, I think, a Dialga deck, is that it actually, PDCGL actually does it properly. It calculates the weakness, and then it does the 30 damage reduction. So it's a rare universe where PDCGL gets it right. Believe it or not, PDCGL got something right. And I mean, I gotta do the funny thing, right? Yeah, a broken clock is right twice a day. I gotta do the funny thing. We gotta take a knockout with Centiskorch and then have triple Capsakid with a huge amount of damage on them. Because they don't have a Palkia. There's no Palkia in that deck. You might have a Manaphy. You don't have a Palkia. Uh-oh. No, don't. No, no, no. Don't be a buttface. We've had this conversation. You're not allowed to be a buttface. Go after my Sizzlipede. You're way more worried about my Sizzlipede than my Centiskorch. Or, sorry, than my Scovillain. The thing is, they can read the Scovillain. They probably had no idea what Scovillain did, but because I put it in the discard pile, they could read it. And that is this deck's one weakness, is your opponent being able to read. You know, have you ever seen the back of a Pokemon game? It says a basic reading ability is needed to play this game. You know, that's my one weakness. Alright, so I think as long as I don't brick, as long as I don't get bricked up, I think we win. Right, I will... Hopefully capturing Aroma is... What is it? Tails? No, heads. We want heads for an evolution. That's what we want. But I think just the fact that we went first is going to be the difference. And then obviously the weakness advantage is kind of huge. But of course they have the freaking stupid, idiotic Dusknoir. I'm going to knock out your damn Gholdengo. And then what are you going to do? I'm going to Iono you to 4. What are you going to do after that? We're going to go down to 2 prizes. You're going to Iono to 4. Then what? Well, I do need a damage pump. Actually, I think I have to play it super duper safe here and promote this Capsakid and just be the safest pilot in the history of the world here. Like, literally the safest pilot you've ever seen. Like, I wear my seatbelt and everything. All right, so let's go. What? What? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, well, it's a good thing I put Night Stretcher in the deck. Because, oh, you know, we prized 2 of our Scovillain EXs. Good god, this game is infuriating. Okay. We do take a knockout. That's the cool thing. Well, like, come on. All right, we go retreat into Scovillain, and then I need a free retreater. Yeah, you have to be able to read to see what you need to be able to read. So joke's on them. All right, let's go Fezandipiti. We got to get the Cleffa for a free retreater. You're not going to Dusclops my Cleffa. That's never going to happen. And we go Fezandipiti for some cards. Do I want the Radiant Heatran? Do we still have Prime Catcher? Oh, we got all the things, baby. Let's go for Radiant Heatran. Maybe we can do like 10,000 damage with the Heatran. That'd be pretty good. Oh wait, did I need to put 50 damage on that thing? Did I need to put 3? Was it 3? Is 3 the... Right, because it still does the weakness. Oh god, math again. My arch nemesis. And I'm not talking about the feet. Okay, so if I'd put 3, so I didn't need to do the Magma Basin play, and I might have lost because I did the Magma Basin play. Right? Because if it was 3, that would be... Or it could have just been 2. Because that would have been 3. Oh man, I suck at math. It's kind of astounding how bad I am at math, isn't it? Like, you'd think after all the years that I played Pokemon cards, I'd learn how to do math. And then it's like... I don't. And then it's like, oh, you know, I just don't. All right, you're gonna give me a Scovillain and a Magma. Oh crap. All right, yeah. Well, I see your Roxanne. What are you gonna do when I beat you off right now? We are in a little bit of a predicament here because we're down our Mela. Had to get rid of that early. So we're down our Mela. If they Dusclops our Cleffa, we do get a prize card. And if that prize card, we have a 50% chance of getting a Scovillain. So I kind of want them to Dusclops our Cleffa this turn. Because then we can win. But it doesn't seem like that's what they're going to do. But they also don't have a backup attacker. Which is... interesting. It's a very interesting decision not to have another attacking Pokemon in this deck. So they need to get a Gimme Duel, but they got rid of a Night Stretcher. Are they really struggling to get 4 energy in their hand? There's no way. Like, you gotta get yourself a Gimme Duel. Are they just saying, like, you don't got it like that? You're playing a freaking Scovillain deck? Oh my god. Okay, so we just win if I don't lose. I can also try... Oh, we got this. We got this. Come on. PDCGL would not screw us over. Not in a game that's definitely going in the YouTube video. Do you get the Sveal appeal? Alright, so we go Nest Ball for the Capsakid. I just need one of these to be a playable card. Yes? That's game, right? That's game. Ultra Ball? Ultra Ball, that's game? Ah, that's game, baby. You thought you could win, but you were facing the pilot. You know, this ship is flown by, I don't know. I hate Scovillain so much. This deck is so bad. You know, we can't find our damage pumps. We can't do anything. We're facing a Gholdengo, and even that got sketchy. Partly because I can't do math, but also, you know, I wanted to do 669. Just like even the Gholdengo matchup felt sketchy. You know, just the stupid Roxanne and prizing 2 Scovillain. Oh, hey, Pilot, what if we gave you the best matchup for this deck? Oh, that'd be great, PDCGO, thank you. We're going to prize 2 of your Scovillain. You know, just going to slide that in there. Just going to slide that right in there. So, yeah, Scovillain is very bad, but you can win some games if you play it for 5 hours.